I'm looking at all of this and I find myself saying, it's one of those things.
Is Smith mocking Wilson's contract documents for winning the MVP award without a vote? The WNBA just got a major shakeup, and it's not just about who's winning on the court. While A'ja Wilson is cementing her legacy as an undeniable force, shocking revelations about her contract and a new phenomenon named Caitlin Clark are exposing a deeper story about value, endorsements, and the unseen forces shaping the league. Prepare to have everything you thought you knew about player worth challenged.
This was in 1997, and then she's now one of 4 players that have 3 MVPs under their belt: Cheryl Swoops, Lisa
A'ja Wilson, the Las Vegas Aces superstar, didn't just win her 3rd consecutive MVP award on September 22, 2024. She made history, becoming only the 4th player to achieve this feat, joining legends like Cheryl Swoops and Lisa Leslie. Wilson did something unprecedented. She received every single one of the 60 first-place votes. This unanimous decision marked her as the first player in WNBA history to accomplish such a clean sweep, shattering previous records and solidifying her place as a dominant, unstoppable force. Yet, despite this unparalleled achievement, a shadow of an unspoken question lingers. Does her compensation truly reflect this unmatched dominance?
The Indiana Fever made the playoffs. They didn't play last night, but thanks to Las Vegas, with a win over Chicago and Phoenix.
Here's where it gets truly wild. Wilson's current 2-year contract with the Aces, extending through 2025, totals a mere $400,000. That's just $200,000 per season. Imagine being an Olympic gold winner, a 3-time MVP, and a Western Conference Player of the Month, only to be compensated at a fraction of your perceived market value. While there's anticipation for the NBA's 2025 salary cap increase, potentially pushing player salaries to $1.5 million, the stark contrast between her current earnings and her unparalleled achievements has fans and analysts alike scratching their heads, wondering if such a dominant player is truly getting her due.
Here's Wilson for 1,000. Yes!
Supporters have openly questioned the league's transparency around Wilson's contract, especially given her occasional pointed remarks about league agendas and favoritism. In the world of hoops, when those phrases surface, one name instantly comes to mind: Caitlin Clark. This young college phenom from Iowa exploded onto the national stage, her name seemingly on every product and brand. But this rapid ascent, however deserved, also brought a unique kind of scrutiny and questions about equity in the league.
I hope you understand your worth. I hope you understand how much growth that you have and how special you really are in this league, and to me and to everybody.
This debate escalated when prominent sports commentator Dan Patrick dropped a bombshell of an opinion. He argued that Caitlin Clark is significantly more valuable for the Indiana Fever than A'ja Wilson is for the Las Vegas Aces. Even while acknowledging that Wilson was clearly the best player in the WNBA season, Patrick's argument centered on a different kind of value, one not measured in points or rebounds. He claimed Wilson is the MVP, but when talking about a person's total value, the conversation completely changes.
That's dominating is A'ja Wilson.
We're talking guards.
I know,
Yeah.
but so I'm saying I don't know if there is.
Patrick's controversial take was rooted in metrics that don't appear on a traditional stat sheet. He pointed to the Clark effect. Everywhere she goes, arenas are sold out, merchandise flies off the shelves, and TV ratings spike to unprecedented levels. He argued that these factors, while statistically unjust in a purely athletic sense, are ultimately more important to the league's bottom line. In his view, the financial and cultural impact Clark brings to the Fever and the entire WNBA makes her more valuable than the on-court dominance of Wilson.
Today, I'm Malika Andrews. We start our show in the W, where Caitlin Clark has just been named the 2024 Rookie.
Even before she hit the pro courts, Clark's impact was undeniable, though not without controversy. Some, like the legendary Cheryl Swoops, raised eyebrows, openly questioning whether Clark's college dominance would seamlessly translate to the WNBA. The debate over whether Clark could continue her record-breaking ways became a hot topic, fueled by skeptics who felt her college success wouldn't guarantee an easy ride in the professional league.
And pointed. They have traversed the entire country to come here to Phoenix to get a look at her today.
Comey Sloops didn't hold back, posing a direct challenge to the hype surrounding Clark. She publicly questioned, will Caitlin Clark be a good pro? Will she join the WNBA and continue doing what she is doing now? That is definitely not gonna happen. This wasn't just casual commentary, it was a gauntlet thrown down by one of the sport's pioneers, setting a narrative that Clark would have to overcome from her very first day in the league. The pressure was immense.
To be in this league, obviously, I'm happy that she's brought a whole bunch of new eyes along with Angel Reese and continuing to bring those fans. I mean, to be at the Fever game and for the game to be sold out like that, I'm not sure if every single one after has been sold out, but I know it's been close, and she's gonna turn it.
And overcome it, she did. Clark's rookie season was a direct and powerful answer to all her detractors. She didn't just adapt, she thrived, accomplishing incredible feats like securing the first triple-double by a rookie in WNBA history and setting a record for the most assists by a rookie in an All-Star game. Her performance culminated in winning the highly coveted Rookie of the Year award, a victory that felt like a direct response to the skepticism from figures like Swoops.
We went up really strong a lot of times and we didn't get a lot of calls, and going back and looking at the film, I've seen a lot of calls that weren't made. I guess
But Caitlin Clark proved to be more than just a robot who breaks records. She possesses a magnetic personality that has made her an instant fan favorite. People don't just tune in to watch her play. They travel across states, packing arenas to witness the phenomenon in person. Her presence on the court is an event, a spectacle that has brought an entirely new level of energy and attention to the WNBA.
Caitlin Clark is the reason why a lot of great things is going to happen for the WNBA. But for her individually, I don't think she should get involved on nothing that's being said. Just go, have fun, enjoy. People need to realize the Indiana Fever, this is the second year in a row they had the #1 pick. So do y'all know what that means? That means they're not that good. They had back-to-back years as the #1 pick.
Why are you a hater on the Fever, man?
No, I am a realist. Like, because not only like I get like people are just like crazy about why she should be doing this and they should be doing that. If she's so great, this team, like it's still a team game, people. It is still a team game, and you know. But I'm rooting for Caitlin because I've been in that seat before. I've walked that road before. I hope she kills. I hope Aaliyah Boston does amazing.
The financial disparity became starkly apparent when Clark entered the WNBA. She inked the most lucrative shoe deal in women's basketball history, an astonishing 8-year, $28 million endorsement contract with Nike in April 2024, which even includes a signature shoe. Clark didn't just play basketball, she instantly became a $1 million brand, her magnetic personality and innovative play captivating audiences and sponsors alike, creating an endorsement landscape previously unseen for a rookie.
Overwhelmingly black league whose stars have always been a little disproportionately white, and I think
this meteoric rise and the massive financial backing for Clark didn't go unnoticed. Retaliatory attacks and accusations surfaced, suggesting a hint of bias and even racism in how different players were treated. Basketball reporter Ethan Strauss highlighted how this quickly broadened into a larger, more uncomfortable debate about A'ja Wilson's lack of a signature contract with a major sports powerhouse like Nike. Wilson, however, quickly shut down the rumors with a direct social media post, rejecting the accusation and refusing to be drawn into a divisive narrative.
Real angst about another white player being pushed to the forefront. As it happens, though, a lot of the greatest women's players of all time are not like some great white hope thing. Diana Taurasi is unbelievable. I mean, Ionescu.
In a remarkable shift, industry insiders now suggest that the merchandise world has learned its lesson. There's a noticeable pivot to prioritize a signature shoe for MVP winner A'ja Wilson. This move is less about appeasing noise and more about correcting past oversights and recognizing true, established value. Nike, it seems, is now aligning with the sentiment that a 3-time MVP shouldn't be overlooked, hinting at a future where Wilson gets the endorsement recognition her talent truly deserves.
Martin from the Las Vegas Aces, now a Golden State Valkyrie, and joins us now live. First of all, congratulations, Caden. You came in on your rookie campaign, you joined at the Aces, which you could say is like the penthouse, and now you're going to be joining essentially a new franchise as they have a new build from.
Amidst all this external noise, A'ja Wilson herself has remained a figure of stoicism and grace. During her MVP victory speech, she made a point to emphasize her true motivations, stating, "I hope you all understand that this trophy is meaningless without the reason why. For her, the accolades have always been secondary to the team and the shared journey. This team-first mentality stands in stark contrast to the individual-focused frenzy that often surrounds modern sports phenomena, grounding her legacy in substance rather than just hype."
About opportunity, and you just need one shot, right? And I am very thankful for the Aces and everything I got to learn there, but I'm really excited for this new beginning and to build something from the ground up here with the Valkyries.
Jones trying to stop her. The fader, good!
Beyond the contract controversies, the Aces roster itself is facing changes. Kate Martin, a key bench player, recently dropped a TikTok video revealing her last day as a Las Vegas player before heading to the Golden State Valkyries. This departure, despite Martin receiving unwavering support from Wilson and other teammates, caught many by surprise, especially given her consistent performance and double-digit minutes in the first half of the season. The reasons behind Martin's exit are shrouded in mystery, particularly concerning coach Becky Hammon's decisions. In the latter half of the season, Martin's playing time inexplicably dwindled to 5 minutes or less, and she was benched for 5 games, including the Aces' most recent playoff losses. This sudden change in strategy for a player who consistently contributed to an Olympic-caliber team has left many wondering about the internal dynamics and what prompted such a significant shift. So what does this mean for the reigning WNBA champions? Kate Martin isn't the only one whose future might be in flux. Well-known stars like Kelsey Plum and Alicia Clark are in their prime, but others like Sydney Colson and Tiffany Hayes could potentially follow Martin out the door. However, there's a clear silver lining. The Aces will undoubtedly rally around Aja Wilson's steadfast commitment to the team, relying on her leadership and continued dominance as they navigate these significant roster changes and continue their pursuit of more championships.